Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela, and today we'll continue with last this time episode 19 of the second season. In the last episode, we saw a bit of Hurley's backstory, the time where he was in the mental hospital, and he got there because he had kind of a nervous breakdown after an accident that he blames himself for. Two people died there, and from that, he kind of made up this imaginary friend that represented his guilt and was pushing Hurley to eat more and more and more because it was kind of a way to punish himself. But he got better and he overcome this problem. But on the island he started to see David, this friend of his, and things started to get weird, and he almost made Hurley kill himself. Luckily Libby was there, and they seem to get along pretty well, which I'm happy for her. It was nice, again, I was nice seeing him in this more serious light. See him, that he's more than just the funny guy, the comic relief kind of, but he also has his problems, which is he's trying to overcome. It's great. Also, Henry told John that he never pushed the buttons, just stood there and see what happened, and nothing happened. Great. Anyway, as usual, I got something to drink. The episode is ready to start. So, without further ado, let's do this.
So this isn't bothering you at all?
What's this?
Well, this.
Why is a bag of potato chips gonna bother me?
Well, aren't you remotely curious as to where all this came from?
Well, I guess I was raised never to question my blessings.
I was raised to question piles of food with weird labels that just fall out of the sky, Rose.
Well, honey, just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean you have to raise your voice.
My God, Rose, they've built a kitchen on the beach. They've given up
Given up? On what?
on getting rescued.
Going back home, they seem like all of them are like, oh well, this is my life now.
This is gonna sting. Yeah, you were saying that if you were one of them, that you'd lead us into a trap. Force the trade. Us for you. It's a pretty good idea, Henry. And since you are one of them,
Him
I thought now might
for
be a good time to use it.
Michael? Walt?
And when we get Walt back, you might just have been worth all the trouble. Did you say something?
They'll never give you Walt.
Don't gun it. You're digging yourself in. Just tap the gas lightly.
All due respect, I have been driving in snow my whole life. You mind stepping back?
Well, you have to rock it out. You're not going to be able... Trust me, I can do this.
Yeah, no, I would have gotten it out eventually.
Oh, sure. July's right around the corner.
By the way, I'm Rose.
Oh, this is how they met. Oh,
Bernard.
that's cute.
Yeah. Bernard!
Yeah.
Can I buy you a cup of coffee?
Coffee would be nice.
You need it more than I do. Do yourself a favor, man. Don't go out there alone.
Don't worry, he has Kate.
Have you forgotten that we all crashed on this island? It's like none of you want to go home again.
How can you say that? Of course we want to go home.
Well, then why
Right.
aren't we doing anything about it?
Dude, we like built a raft.
You're right, you've done enough.
So we are gonna build a sign, a massive sign along the beach. So that way if a plane flies over or a satellite takes pictures from up there, we want to make damn sure that they know we're here.
Maybe we should speak to Jack about this first.
Why?
Well, do we have to run everything by Jack? I'm just trying to do something. I want to get back to our life.
Well, the only thing you are doing is giving these people false hope.
What? What does it mean?
I'd always dreamed of finding somebody like you, but I'd given up hope that I ever would.
Bernard.
I know, it's crazy. We just met 5 months ago. But 5 months is long enough. Because I knew after 5 minutes, I love you. Will you marry me?
Bernard, I'm dying.
Of happiness, right?
I'm sick. And I'm dying.
So now she's cured on the island. And that's why she doesn't want to
I've been in remission
Go
for the last couple of years.
away, be saved, but still.
But now it's back, and this time it's not going away. My doctor says I have about a year, maybe a little longer.
You haven't answered my question.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
I got a whole team of folks throwing together a big sign down along the beach. We could sure use all the bodies we could get to help put it together.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Well, could I at least grab some of these logs? We could sure use
We're
them.
using them.
For what, exactly?
Church.
I'm trying to get us saved.
People are saved in different ways, Bernard.
I'm not gonna say anything. Just that you don't need a church. If you want to pray and be close to God, you can be in the middle of the desert and pray.
Did you push the button or not? Henry! I need to know. I want you to answer me. Answer me! Answer me, you hear me?
A little bit. It worked. Even if, in my opinion, I do believe he didn't, or at least if he did, it's not necessary.
I know exactly where we are.
Me too. Driving around in circles in the middle of the outback. That's why I wanted to be on a beach for our honeymoon.
Well, you are.
His name is Isaac of Uluru. He's helped hundreds of people. Now, I know how it looks, but believe me, he is completely legit.
You brought me to a faith healer?
You try everything when you're desperate enough.
Rose, I made a $10,000 donation just to get you in to see him. Normally...
I didn't ask for this! I have made my peace with what's happening to me.
Doesn't mean he did too.
Well, I haven't. I can't just do nothing, Rose. That's not me. That's not who I am. I have to try. Will you try, Rose? What is the matter with you, Rose? I am just trying to do something.
That's exactly right. You're always trying to do. Why can't you just let things be?
If I didn't always have to do something, you wouldn't be here.
You mean alive or on the island? But like, wait, they went to that healer and what happened? Because I'm pretty sure she, when she got to the island, was sick. But now she's healed. And that's why she doesn't want to live.
Chose me to go with you instead of Sawyer.
I asked Saeed first, but he turned me down.
Really? You telling me Said didn't want to come with Jack to possibly meet the others? The ones that Said hates so much? It's a trap. You can clearly see the
No.
what's it called? The ropes.
Got it.
Now give me the gun.
Why? What for?
I'm gonna try to shoot the rope.
I'm a better shot than you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told you. I grew up hunting with my dad. Damn! I have a better angle than I... Anyway.
Oh, that's gonna be your excuse when I make the shot.
Come
When you
on.
make the shot.
There's no way he can make it. I mean, he's Jack. Of course. He's not actually a doctor. He's like undercover.
I just want to get my wife home. Rose. I want to get Rose home.
Sorry.
Can't remember the last time I saw you out of that hatch.
I'm done with the hatch.
Oh, now you're just frustrated. You'll be out of that splint and running around the island again in no time.
And yet Jack said it'd be at least 4 weeks.
But honey, you and I both know it's not gonna take that long.
She knows about the wheelchair.
There are certain places with great energy. Spots on the Earth. Like the one we're above now.
Or the island.
Perhaps this energy is geological. Magnetic. Or perhaps it's something else. And when possible, I harness this energy and give it to others.
What?
I'm sorry. Can't do anything for you, Russ. It's not that you can't be healed. Like I said, there's different energies. This is not the right place for you.
I'm going to tell him you fixed me.
Why? So he can stop nagging, or because she doesn't want him to worry for her anymore. Just, live happily the rest of her time.
That's your man! You want him back, you're gonna have to come out here! Come on out!
Jack!
I know you're out there! I know you can hear me!
Jack, you're not here!
He didn't heal me. But that doesn't mean I'm not healed.
Wait, but you said Isaac fixed you.
I told you that so that you wouldn't spend what time we had left trying to do something.
How do you know it wasn't Isaac who healed you? How do you know that he didn't heal you?
These yours?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You don't want to be rescued, do you? You think if you leave, it'll come back. And if you can't leave, neither can I.
Michael!
Michael.
Please tell me that isn't a coincidence. I just I just hope it's not a coincidence. So that was a thing. Michael is back. But again, I hope it's not a coincidence. I hope is some sort of plan that the others have to get Henry back. Like they used Walt as a leverage because the others have Walt. Michael probably met them, and they sent Michael to bring Henry back or help him escape in some way. John doesn't seem that interested in the hatch that much anymore. I think he has doubts after what Henry told him. He's more focused into remembering the map that he saw on the door. This episode was about Rose and Bernard. They showed them how they met. Bernard wanted to marry her, but she confessed of being sick and dying of cancer. And but he didn't give up. He still wanted to marry her, but the other thing that he didn't give up was trying to find a cure. Rose wasn't that much into that. She said that she made peace with her condition and that she doesn't have much to live and she just want to spend this time that she has in peace. Bernard, on the other hand, wasn't so eager to give up, and they went to this kind of a healer in Australia, trying, to see if it works. Who knows? It didn't, but not because apparently this healer was a joke and was just conning people, but because the energy wasn't the right energy for Rose. She pretended to be healed. I kind of understand both of them. I do understand Rose, kind of just making peace with the fact that you'll die, but only after you went to a lot of doctors, tried different medicine treatment, and even the most crazy ones, especially when you have the resources. Like Bernard spent $10,000 just for a donation, so they have the resources. Maybe she did all that and she was just tired, but also she seems like the person to just, I don't know, go with the flow. It happened and it just happened. Doesn't matter how or why, it just happened and just gonna go with it. Which, I'm not that type of person, so probably I can't, probably that's why I can't understand her 100%. On the other hand, Bernard is ready to try everything, no matter how crazy it may sound. Especially when it's about a person that you love, you're not ready to give up and let that person go, which I do understand that. I don't know. But the fact that I don't understand is like what's going on the island, or what happened on the island, when kind of almost no one wanted to help Bernard to make that S.O.S sign, which is pretty easy to do, harmless, you don't hurt anyone. like no one is hurt in the process, and it's just another way to try to be saved. I kind of understand some of them not wanting to go like Rose now and Bernard in John, but like Claire has a baby, Son has a baby, Jean, you know, is his baby as well. And also the others that are not kind of in the focus, they don't focus around them. They apparently they all want to get saved, but I don't think they do enough for that. And now they were kind of laughing at Bernard making an S.O.S. out of rocks, but no one laughed at Jack, I think, in the beginning when he was talking about let's build make a bonfire big enough and put wood into it and keep it burning so maybe an airplane can see it. It's not like the island is this paradise, a resort on the other side when you can go and sleep in a comfortable bed and you have food as much as you want. Something that nags me a bit is the fact that they don't seem like they are on an island, a remote island that is pretty dangerous. But like just it could be anywhere else. I don't see this, desperation kind of, which they should feel. Maybe this isn't, the island isn't the big focus, but more their stories. Also, talking about the island, I've been thinking what is kind of going on, which I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what is going on exactly. But I think I made kind of a general theory about it. Cause I've been thinking, what if isn't real? I think I read a comment that said that about being like the after world, like they are kind of all dead, and I've been thinking about that. What if they are all dead and they live this common dream or being in purgatory waiting for the trial, which is kind of making sense with all the flashbacks, and the focus on the eye, like it. I think last began with the shot of Jack's eye, and continue with John and all the others. I noticed a big focus with the eye, and is that saying of when you die, your whole life flashes before your eyes, and that's why it's the there are this many flashbacks. But I don't think so. I think the island is a real island, that like it exists, and the crash happened, and they are not dead. But something is strange on the island. From what everyone said, like Henry, like nobody knows about us, not even God or something like that. I do think is some sort of like through Bermuda Triangle, that there is something about the island that can't be found, and once you are near it, it kind of drags you. Like the airplane and the airplanes actually, There were like the one that they crashed on, then the one with the heroin, then the one in the at the cave. There was a kind of a crash plane there. Um, the ship that Daniel was on, the balloon, the hot air balloon also. And I think it has something to do with the electromagnetism that is on the island, which is definitely, there is definitely electromagnetism on the island. But it's not just in one spot. I think there are like 5, 6. It's the CV. I'm pretty sure the CV 1, 2, 3, but I don't remember exactly how many there were. But I'm pretty sure the CV thing represents the I don't know, the spot where there is electromagnetism. And that electromagnetism is what healed John and Rose. This episode, that healer said that, he gathers the energy, and, there are places on Earth with a lot of energy, magnetism, and he gathers them and use that power to heal people. And I think that's exactly what is going on the island. Also, besides the electromagnetism, there is the black smoke, which I don't know what to think. I don't know exactly what it is. It feels like an entity, kind of, especially with when it meets people like John, gets close but then backs out. With Echo, I don't know exactly if he showed those images to him, but it was definitely Echo's life. So either it showed those images to Echo to remember his life, or it was just kind of like reading his mind, seeing into his past for some reason. I think, I don't know, maybe to see if he's like, they're always talking about you're the good one, he wasn't the good one, part of the good ones. I wonder if that's the case. That's what the black smoke is doing, seeing if the person is a good person or not, and is kind of deciding not to kill him or not to kill him, depending on his life. Talking about not being able to escape or to be found. I don't know exactly how the Dharma got there. If that's the case, how they managed to go there and build all the stuff. And how do they know about the electromagnetism there? Because they went to the island, they left the island, they came back. I don't think they managed to build that in one trip. Also, at one point, Hurley said something interesting when they were like listening the transmission of from the radio that Bernard had. He and Sawyer, and he heard like a radio transmission, and he said like, oh, maybe it's coming from another time. Is there any time traveling involved? Because I mean, I won't be surprised, but I found it interesting what he said. Also, I I don't know exactly why the survivors are there, but in a way it doesn't feel like a coincidence. They were just there because It feels like they were, I don't know, picked. Also, it's not just the island that is, I don't know, supernatural. There are also people with, let's say, real powers. I do believe the healer was an actual healer, but there was also the um, what is called? Oh my god, the psychic that Claire went, and he was the one that told her she should be on this plane because he knew something happened or that she is supposed to be there, and or he was the one that he will be the one that will send her on this journey. Also, Walt is a special boy. So yeah, that was it. Not very interesting, but I mean, don't have high expectations from me. I better stop here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. See you next time. Bye.